Boom shakalaka. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use AI to automatically send a business an audit of their website, an SEO report, an audit of their Google My Business page. And I'm going to show you step by step all the tools you need and how to set it up and everything start to finish. So there is a tool called mywebaudit.com. And if you are going to need an account, and if you don't have an account, there is a link in the description. There is a free account, but you will need an account to this because what they do is they send out AI website audits. They send out e-commerce audits, landing page audits, accessibility audits, Google business profile audits, page speed insight reports, on-page SEO reports, competitive analysis, return on investment audits, and return on investment analysis reports for e-commerce stores. And what you would usually have to do is select one of these and hit run audit and then manually enter in the business's information to then run the audit or report. But what I did was I combined a Closebot, an AI conversational bot, to collect all the information and then high level to then automate the process of sending out these automated reports. And here's what they look like. The search engine optimization report looks like this. It gives them all the details you would need if you run SEO or you sell SEO or you want to help people optimize their SEO. Here is an AI report of my own personal website, and it shows a breakdown of overall score, 68%, and shows you where you can actually help them. So if you do any work with businesses, helping them optimize their SEO or their website or anything that regarding their website or online presence, this would be super, super helpful. Now, here's what's really cool. You can set this up through text message or through an AI-powered chat widget. So let's say you sell an SEO service or you sell website services or you sell optimization services. A lead magnet on your website could be the AI-powered chat widget. We could also set this up through SMS, which I did set up. But right now I'm going to talk about how to set this up through a chat widget, an AI-powered chat widget. So they click on that and it says, if you would like your free audit, type free audit to get started. So I'm going to type free audit. And then it's going to say, would it be okay to ask you a few questions about your business to get your audit started? Then I'm going to say yes. Now using the AI conversational bot, it's going to collect all the information that I need and send it over to my web audit to then automatically send the report to their email. Great, I'd be happy to help you with your free website audit. Could you please share the first name so I know how to address you? My name is Steve. I'm going to give it some random information so that it does, if they're already in your system, it's not going to let them run another audit. Thanks, Steve. Could you let me know the name of your business? I'm going to say Steve's Tree Trimming. Thanks, Steve. Could you share your website address so we can review it for your free SEO audit? And then I'm going to put in tree trimming.com. Thanks, Steve. To tailor your audit area, could you let me know which city your business is based in? I'm going to say Riverside. Thanks, Steve. To complete your audit, could you let me know which state your business is located in? Let's say California. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to have AI bring both of those questions together. So it's just going to ask what city and state you were in. Someone gave me that idea, and I think that'll be a little more efficient. Thanks, Steve. Could you please provide your email address so I can send you the results of your free audit? Now, I'm just going to use an email address. I don't have a burner email address. I'm just going to put steve@gmail.com. Now, whoever steve@gmail.com is going to get the link to this, but I just didn't want to use one of my email addresses. Otherwise, it's going to mess with my system. Thanks, Steve. Could you also share the best phone number to reach out to you in case we have any questions about your audit? Let's do 951-213-3333. And then I'm going to hit save. Your SEO audit is on its way and we'll send to steve@gmail.com. It'll take about 5 minutes until we take a look. Go to the benefits of SEO.com. When I built this out for my friend, we're going to put a website here that takes someone to a video because it does take about 5 minutes for the audit report to generate. So if I go back to my website audits and I go to dashboard, we will now see that Steve's tree trimming services is here on the back end, and it shows that his report will be done in about 3 minutes. Now, inside of High Level, what it did was create a profile for Steve, and you can see all the messages are here inside of High Level. And what it would have done is it would have automatically sent a link to Steve's email address had it been valid, saying, here is the link to your audit. And I'm going to show you now how to set this up step by step. It's actually relatively simple. So the very first thing we are going to need to do is we're going to need to set up the automations inside of high level. First thing you need to do, you need to have a my web audit account. And then you need to have a high level account, and then you need to have a Closebot account. So once you have a high level account and a my web audit account, what we're going to do is we're going to go to settings, and we are going to go high level integrations. And then what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to grab your high level API key, and you're going to paste it here. And then you're also going to paste it here, and then hit connect additional go, and then hit connect go high level account. So paste it here, and then paste it here, and then hit connect, and it'll allow you to select which high level account you want to integrate it with. Once you are integrated with my web audit, then we're going to go back to high level, and we go to automations. And if I go to my web audit automations, then we're going to build out. I do have it for an AI powered chat widget, and I do have it for text messages, but we're just going to focus on the AI powered chat widget. Now, if you go to sites, if you don't know how to set up an AI powered chat widget, it's relatively simple. We're going to go to sites inside of high level. We're going to go to chat widget, and you just create new live chat. And then let's go to my SEO audit. Now, what I wanted to do is I wanted it to say, talk with our AI assistant to get your free SEO audit instantly. So if I go to styles here and the welcome message, what it's doing is it's giving that call to action to talk with talk with our AI assistant to get your free SEO audit. And then the chat window, it says, if you would like your free audit, type free audit to get started. So I did have it set up with a keyword. You can have it set up to where it automatically just starts collecting the information, but I like having the keyword that way. If they're not coming to your chat widget for a free audit, it's not going to trigger the automations or anything like that. And then the next message, it says, if you messaging acknowledgement, no, chat window, live chat assigned. Would it be okay to ask you a few questions about your business to get your audit started? This is what actually triggers the bot, is that they say yes or they respond to it. So now that we have our chat widget created, then we're going to go back. We're going to go to sites, websites. Capo is my website. Then I'm going to go to settings, and I'm going to select SEO lead magnet chat widget. Boom, I connect it. Now it's connected to my actual personal website. Now that I have my web audit connected to high level, and then I have my chat widget set up in high level, and I have my chat widget connected to my website, now I'm going to build out the automations. So my web audit automations and AI chat widget that triggers SEO audit. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to run this based on a contact tag. Okay. Whenever the contact tag is added, send audit, then what it's going to do is it's going to push that contact's information through the run on page SEO audit. Now, if you've connected my web audit correctly, you should see down here that there are some my web audit automations, and you can see all the different audits or reports that you can run. The generate AI website lead magnet, run, I won't get into that today, but run audit, AI website audit, run ROI e-commerce, run ROI. And what I did was I chose to run the on-page SEO. Depending on which one of these you choose will determine which audit or report you generate. So let's say we're just doing it for the SEO audit. I set it up, and it says company name because I want to collect the company name. So we are going to use the custom value, the custom variable picker, which says contact, custom field, company name, then custom field, contact website, then keyword phrase. This right here is going to be something that someone would search for the specific business. I set up AI chat widget as a static phrase because on my website, people are going to be looking for AI powered chat widget. What I would do inside of Closebot, where the AI is hosted, I would ask the question, what is a phrase that someone would usually, what's the main keyword that you want that you would want to target for someone looking up your website? And then it would fill in that custom field and would populate this with that phrase. Then we also want to collect their name, we want to collect their email, we want to collect their phone number, we want to collect their primary service area, contact first name, contact state, and then template token. So what I'm going to do to grab the template token is I'm going to go back over to the my web audit site, and you can see the different audits here. And then on page SEO report, and you can see there's a custom token here. I'm just going to copy that, and then I'm going to bring that over here, and then I'm going to copy, paste the token there, and then automatically run systems check. I'm going to hit yes. And once all of this information is plugged in, I'm going to hit save. And then there is an email. Now, this email, I'm probably going to I'm going to do two emails. Okay. So let's just do email number one is going to, let's just, your SEO audit is on its way. And I'm going to say, hey, contact first name. Your SEO audit is on its way. Give us about 5 minutes. While you wait, watch this video on how SEO can boost your sales. And then insert link, video link, Austin. That way they get an email that says your audit is on its way. Save. And then we're going to do a wait period. We're going to wait. Let's wait 5 minutes. 5 minutes is pretty safe because it does take a little bit to run the audit. Now, you cannot send the audit via PDF this way. What happens is we're going to go here. Here is your website audit. Okay. And what I'm going to do is there is a link. So here is your website audit. I'm going to go to custom values here. I'm going to go to my web audit, and then I'm going to click on page SEO audit because it's pulling information from this first action. And I'm going to hit here. Now, there's a bunch of information that you can pull from. What I want is I want my report URL. Okay. We don't want report PDF URL. That gives them that sends them to the URL where they can download it. It looks a little sketchy. But if you just send them my web audit report URL and you hit that, boom, then what it's going to do is it's going to send them a dynamic link where that report is hosted. Okay. Now, the thing is, if they click on that link before it's complete, it's going to take them to a website that's saying your report is being generated. Please give us 5 to 10 minutes, which is why we want to wait to actually get that report sent. So, boom, that is how to set up the automations with inside high level to where when a contact tag gets send audit, then it will push all of that contact information through and it will then trigger and send them the audit. Now, you could run this where they fill out a form. You could run this just like I said, where you can have it where a text message does it. There's a couple ways to do this, but I wanted to use AI to collect the information specifically through an AI powered chat widget. Now, once you've connected, we've integrated my web audit with High Level. We built out the chat widget inside of High Level where people can connect with it. We built out the automation that once the contact gets this tag, send all of the information and send the audit. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to Closebot and we're going to build something that's very, very simple that's going to collect their first name, their business name, their website, their city. It's going to collect all the information that we need. So here's now how to get Closebot connected if you are not familiar with Closebot and or do not have a Closebot account. First, like I said, click my link in the description and start your free trial with Closebot. What I'm going to want to do first is I'm going to go to sources and I'm going to want to add a new source, and I'm going to click high level and I'm going to hit next, and then I'm going to hit connect, and it's going to take me to the marketplace where it's going to ask me to install Closebot into high level. You're going to want to do that. And then the next thing it's going to do is it's going to give you a drop down of which sub account you would like to connect. I don't want to connect another source because I've already done that. And then it's going to ask you to review and confirm, and then you just hit next. Once you have that set up, you're going to see that your sub account is connected right here. If you don't see it here, then you need to go through the process of adding a new source again. So that's step number one, adding a source. Then we want to go and we want to add an AI provider. So we have the options of OpenAI, Anthropic, Gemini, DeepSeek, Grok. OpenAI is the easiest. You can go to platform.openai.com and start an account with them, and you will need to get your API key. So let's say I select OpenAI. I'm going to call it first list if I want to, and then I'm going to put my OpenAI API key, and then I'm going to put my OpenAI API key in there and hit add provider. So I already have OpenAI available. And that's step number two of getting Closebot set up for this. Step number three, we are going to have to actually build out the agent. Now, inside of my free community, I talk about at the end, I do offer this agent template. So if you get a Closebot account and you connect the source and you add your AI provider, you can just download this agent template, the free SEO website audit agent template, right into your account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build out the actual agent itself. Now, because Closebot is integrated into high level, they're objective nodes. So basically what's going to happen is the keyword free audit is going to trigger this bot, which is why you saw in the chat widget it said say free audit, and then is it okay if we ask you a few questions about your business. I set it up that way so that I can use this same bot with the chat widget and with SMS, but I'll get into that in a future video. But what you're going to want to do is build out this first. You don't necessarily need to have this first step that says modify tag. You can have start and then just go right into the first objective, which is collecting their first name. Now, if you click on an objective and you just hit one of these output variables, all of these variables are variable sources that are inside of your high level account. You can see all of the custom fields that are connected inside of my high level account, and whatever the output is. So this objective node is going to ask them, let's say I do contact first name, AI is going to get their first name, which is why you saw it on here where it was like, great, I'd be happy to help you with your free website audit. Could you please share first your first name so I know how to address you? That is Closebot using AI to collect their first name. And once it gets their first name and AI says, cool, I have their first name, it will drop it into the contacts profile in high level under the variable, under the custom field first name. And once it has a name and an email address or a name and a phone number, then you have a complete contact. But as you can see, we go down and we collect more information. So if I go to now business, I want their business name, and then I hit save. And now it's going to ask them, as we saw here, thanks, Steve. Could you let me know the name of your business for the audit? So Closebot's going to ask them for their business name, and it's going to update that field inside of high levels custom fields. Then we just go down the line, and basically we need to get all of the information that is required for the free SEO audit, so that when the free SEO audit is triggered, it has all of this information already populated inside of the high levels profile, because Closebot is going through and it's asking for all of this information and it's populating that information inside of the contact's profile using AI. That's why Closebot is super, super cool. So we build out this objective. We get their first name, we get their business name, we get their website, we get their city, we get their state, we get their email, we get their phone number. And then the last one is modify tag send audit so that it actually then triggers. So once they get to that point where it says send audit, now there are more efficient ways to do this to guarantee that you actually have all the information, because it is possible for someone to go through and just put their website in and give all fake information except for their website and their email. And but I mean, you really can't stop them from doing that. But the whole point is that AI is collecting all of this information for you, so you don't have to send someone to a form and say, what's your first name? What's your business name? What's your website? What's your city? What's your state? What's your email? What's your phone number? And then submit. You can do it that way. It's a little archaic, but this is kind of cool that we get to use AI to do that. So once we have connected a source, we've added an AI provider, we've come into agents, and we've built this out, we are going to need what's called a persona. So we're going to come here, we click, let's say, SEO audit persona, and we're going to give it internal description. You are our assistant that responds to website widget audits. Let's just say that. And then next, you can prompt it, don't be exclamatory response. You can speak any language. If the person comes up while chatting, what's really cool is because they can speak any language, if someone came to your website and said, you know, puede hablar español, la conversation en español. Le gustaría recibir la información de auditorio SEO en español también. Sí. And so yeah, you can basically do that with Closebot, which is really cool. So we're going to create the persona. I'm going to hit next, select AI provider. I'm going to select the open AI that I connected, and then all of this confirm. And so now I have an SEO audit persona. So then I'm going to open back up my free SEO website audit, and where I built this out, I can delete this. Now I'm going to go to settings, and I'm going to go to personas, and I'm just going to select the persona and save. You do have to have a persona, and then I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to hit publish. So now this is saved, and now this is published. Now there's one last step that we need to do to get Closebot firing this. Now I'm going to go to agents and I'm going to find my free SEO website audit agent. And I'm going to go over here to the three dots and I'm going to hit edit job flow settings. Now, what I'm going to need to do is it says select the source you want to connect this job flow to. So the source that we connected was my prospect capo, because we connected the source over here. We connected high level. And so I'm going to click connect the source, free source. Boom. And I'm going to add the source. Now, I do have this responding to live chat and SMS. It's a little more complicated when you do this, because you do need to set it up to where if they type the word, if they have, the only time this is going to respond is if they have the tag free audit. So what I had to do to get this to work for both SMS and for the chat widget is if someone customer replies free audit, then it's going to add the tag free audit. Now it works super smooth with SMS. I had to add that additional question in the beginning. Would it be okay to ask you a few questions about your business to get the audit? Because what it did was they typed free audit, and then high level added the tag free audit, but it doesn't start the Closebot conversation until they respond one more time. So that's where we put in the question, would it be okay to ask you a few questions about your business to get your audit started? Then they say yes. Then it triggers this because now they have the tag free audit and they're in the live chat widget. If you do not want to go through the process of having to add a tag, You can just have this set up for live chat widget, get rid of SMS, get rid of the tag, and then anytime someone engages with your chat widget, it will try and get their information and pull their information. So you can set this up for different channels: WhatsApp, email, Facebook, Instagram, custom. I don't know what custom is yet. We'll figure that out. But that is it. So I do need to select a location and then select channels, live chat widget, and you're ready to go. If you're not planning on using SMS for this, you don't need to worry about the tag or SMS. A cleaner way to do this would be literally to just set up the exact same agent flow for live chat widget and the exact same agent flow for SMS. That would probably be a little bit cleaner. But like I said, I wanted to be able to trigger this through text message using a keyword. So the second I select the location and I select the channel and I hit save changes, boom. Now everything is connected. We connected my web audit to high level. We built out the automations inside of high level. We built out our chat widget. We got our chat widget connected to our website. We came and we built out the automation that's going to run the web audit once all of the information is collected, and we built out those automations. Then we came in and we built out the job flow. We got a source connected. We connected our AI provider. Then we went to our agent and we connected a persona. Then once the persona is connected, we go back to our agents. We have our free SEO website audit, and then we go to edit, and then we add the location. The reason this is the last step is you don't want this to start firing while you're building this all out. And so then the last step is once all of that is in place, we hit, add location, select source, select channel, hit save changes, and boom. Now it's all connected and it's all ready to use with your AI powered chat widget that you've connected. With those steps, you are able to now turn your AI powered chat widget into a lead magnet that sends people free SEO audits. Now, again, I just use the SEO audit because there's many different types of audits that you can use. I do have some additional videos on how to set up Closebot. If you don't have a Closebot account, or you don't have a high level account, or you don't have a my web audit account, I do have my links inside of the description of this video. And I do have a free school community called GHL Blueprint, where I do offer help around GHL and Closebot and automations. If you jump into this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this Closebot template inside of my GHL blueprint. You'll be able to find it into workflow automations and blueprints. Oh no, you'll find it in the GHL giveaways. There will be an SEO audit folder here, and you will be able to download my link right there. If you have a Closebot account, great. If you don't have a Closebot account, I would love for you to set up your free Closebot account using my link. And that is step by step how you can automate the process of sending website audits and turn your AI powered chat widget into a lead magnet. Now, in future videos, a future training, I will show you how to set this up via text message, where someone replies via text message and says free audit, and it adds the tag free audit. And what that does is then trigger this bot, this exact same bot, to take them through the exact same questions via text message. And so you could be at a trade show, you could run ads that say text free audit to blank and let our AI, and our AI will send you a free website audit. It's a cool way to generate leads and give people a chance to talk to AI and really build some authority in the digital space, especially because you're using AI and to send them their free audit. So that's step by step on how to use my web audit, Closebot, and high level to send people free SEO audits. And again, there's other audits that you can send and other reports you can send, but that's step by step how to do it using an AI powered chat widget and my web audit and Closebot all together. Please reach out if you have any questions. Again, if you want any other help or assistance, jump into my free community called GHL Blueprint. I'm happy to answer any questions. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you all in future trainings.